shoot, I forgot to add myself. Here I am talking, and I'm like, why don't I see myself? What is going on here? What the heck is happening? Dear Jesus, be with me as I try to conduct a live stream on a Wednesday. But good morning, everybody. Welcome. The lighting really got my gray kicking off on the beard. Look at that. Old man Jay in full effect. You guys like my Snoopy hat? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with all this today. It's a Wednesday. I'm feeling good. Had a nice workout this morning before before normal. So look at that. Bella Stella is here and on time. Also, there will be a show tomorrow. I thought my flight left at 7 a.m. It left at 7 p.m. So I was like, yeah, Thursday, no daily or anything. And then I was like, thank God I double checked. And it was all because of Ryan. Ryan letting me know he's like, man, I'm not leaving till late. And I'm like, man, our flights are early. I checked and I'm like, yeah, that would have been something to get to the airport at like 5 in the morning, knowing that my flight didn't leave till 7:30 p.m. Eesh. Lord help me. I know. And old man Hatfield says, is this a Rumble exclusive? No, man, we didn't figure that stuff out yet. I don't know. You know me. I still got to get the book club figured out. Oh my God, help me. AM PM tax, Wyoming Sasquatch. Yeah. It's a very J thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I just one of those things, man. I don't know. Thank you for the $2. Imagine going all the way to the airport. Yeah. The airport is 40 minutes from my home. It's not terrible. Like I could be there and be like, well, I'm dumb. You know? And Uber home, I guess. I don't know. Actually, yeah, thank you. It'll be tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll be here tomorrow. Safe travels, Jay, for the flight and buy yourself some popcorn, but please don't spill it. Let's go, Gina, for the win. Ah, I hope she wins. If she loses, her haters are gonna have like it's so funny. Like if she loses, her haters will have a celebration. It'll be a celebration. If she wins, they'll say the fight was rigged. I don't know, man. You know how things go. Can I be honest with you? I actually told her this too. Maybe that's why I haven't seen the tickets yet in my email, but supposed to get them on Friday. On Friday. Um, I hear you, Bruce, and sorry about like Fortnite last night. I was all ready to play Fortnite. I got caught up watching The Punisher. I went to sleep. You know. Oh my goodness! Look at this. I may not be here tomorrow. Sister's giving birth to a baby boy, so just in case, safe travels, Jake. Shout out, prayers and love for the brand new baby entering this world. Oh man, man. Bruce said it's cool, but at night rough. Is today? Was yesterday your birthday, brother? Was yesterday your birthday? Did I miss your birthday, man? What the heck? Well, we'll make up for it today. Everybody wish Bruce a happy birthday. I plan on buying him a nice big glass of water when we go see He-Man for his birthday. You know? Happy birthday to you. There you go. Even got a little tune, huh? Even got a little tune. Bruce turning the ripe old age of 28. 29. Mm. Look at this. Flying out myself today for the 20th anniversary trip to Nepal. Good Lord. That so jealous. Prayers are much needed. She'll be having surgery. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Jay, did you like The Punisher? I did actually. I did. Napa. What I say, Nepal? I don't know. It's a Wednesday. Shout out, brother. Napa, my bad. Not my bad. Nepal. See, I got travel on my brain, man. Oh man, this stream is gonna be. I might have to start over. Hold on. Deep breath. Make sure you sign up for my Patreon for all the latest news, events, travels, and meetups. It's free to join, but it also is one of the best ways to support your favorite creator, which is me. Also, don't forget to get the Jaywalking the Planet locker bag from 221B. This bag is going to revolutionize your travel. You'll be seeing a lot of videos. That's all I'm taking. This is all I'm taking for my trips to prove to you guys it's all you need. That's all I'm taking. Plus, if you buy the bag, this is great. I already talked to Suresh. If you buy the bag, I want a video of you like reviewing the bag. And we might feature it. He might feature it. He's on his like social media and shout out whatever. So if you got a YouTube channel or whatever and you do like a review, like let me know. That'll be fun. That's gonna be a fun thing to see. You know. All right, that's enough. You guys already know. You guys already know. You can hand wash underwear. That's a really out of context type of thing. Let me give a huge shout out to my Rumble people. Texas Rose. Icanalus. Alf. Too hard to handle. Clyde. Big Z Video Games. Steel Legs over there. The Craft is over there. Old Man Hatfield's over there. My man, Spider Unlimited and the boys holding it down on Kick. Got Graham. Steel Legs over there too. Crispy Nokin, my New York brother. Kim T. Kim T Jerks is who is this guy? He seems dang. I'm so happy I looked over there on Kick to see what they were saying about me. That's good to know. That's good to know. Trump got a major meeting going on with China with like all the top executives in the technology sphere. Yeah, I just checked and that bag is sold out. Are you freaking kidding me? Hold on. Hold on. We sold out already. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Anybody in here buy the bag? Man, I'm texting them right now. I don't care if it's early. I'm promoting my bag. How did my bag sell out and no one told me? What the heck? Is there ads on this live stream? Dang, man. I just recommended that thing and we already sold out. What the freak? Donna Hall says, sorry I've been lurking so much. I've got a lot going on personally and professionally. I'm thankful for this community and keeping me company every morning. Happy Wednesday. Donna, you have absolutely nothing to apologize for. You are one of the cinder blocks that started this whole show. Island Girl says packing light. I can get 7 days worth of stuff plus all my computer stuff and everything in that bag. It's ridiculous. And 2 pairs of shoes. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Did somebody buy them up? I don't know. Lady Marine says, screw you, Jay. I got Gina merch instead. Well, sorry. Sorry. Clyde, you bought one of the bags? Did you use my code? You bought one of the bags too? Arclight? Did you use my code? People being mean to me this morning. It's only a Wednesday. What are we doing? What a show is this? What a show is this, Jay? What a show is this? Freaking, it's gonna be it's something. I must have had too much coffee. Did you buy one? It's okay. I'm confused too. Are you new here? No wonder the show doesn't grow. Trump pulling up to. Oh, I'm not new. I'm 40. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Jay would buy some nylon shirts, but they don't have fat man sizes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get this out of the way now because this was insane. People are dropping things in my chat. My jewels. A corgi? That's cool. I can't really highlight that, but you know. I don't know if you guys saw this video or not, but my goodness, fellas. I'm only speaking to the fellas here. You know, you had a late night Mexican, you know? How many of you fellas have been here? That's all I'm saying. How many of you fellas have been here? Let's play the video tape. Horse is in major pain. Of course, a woman comes and rubs his belly. And we're off.
Whatever.
Yeesh. Yo, hey, man. Hey, it takes a special woman to lay their hands on your stomach and make sure that that I'm sorry. Woo! I don't even know what to say, man. You talk about feeling relief. Old man Hatfield for 2 says, "Don't laugh. Happens a lot when you get older." Also, I was saying, fellas, have you been there? Have you been there? I mean, that thing was a chainsaw coming out. I mean, how you gonna, fellas? How do you blame that on the dog? You know? Bro, I see Graham and Kick. Anything that Graham types, the AI mod immediately bans his chat. He's not even saying anything bad. Oh no. Jay, is the bag giveaway still going to be for Patreon members? That is correct, but it won't be until June. I got to get back from all these travel. I've got a crazy giveaway for Patreon members. Yes, and the bag is one of them. I got a $40 gift card from Nine Line. I got this travel bag. Basically, what you're gonna get like you're gonna get like a code for a free bag or something like that, and then that way I won't know your address or anything. I got a Gina autograph thing to give away. Um, some other stuff. I got some stuff. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. So make sure you are a Rebel member. I got Star Wars stuff. Um, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Heavy D. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? Is become a member over here. You know, that's all I'm saying. All right. We've got this Bruce says, I remember that jam. Would you prefer us to be YouTube or Patreon? I think the Patreon membership, you get a lot more. We got Rebel Radio, which is a exclusive thing. We're going to be uploading videos to the Patreon that you're not going to see anywhere else because I'm getting ready, like with all this travel vlog stuff. Part of like the next phase of the Patreon is to really push it for like vlogs. So there'll be vlogs and stuff like that as well. Plus, people will be giving away like Patreons and stuff like that, like for a few months. Um, but the Patreon is free. There's a lot of stuff for the free members as well. So, you know, that's all I'm saying. Here, like the membership here, you get like the emojis and shout outs and all that stuff, you know. But just so you know. Thanks for the question though. First of all, no matter where you support, I am blessed to have you on this wagon. And I really do hope to meet many of you guys. So, um, Graham, I see that. Okay, I'm glad they reached out. I'm glad they reached out. I'm just beyond blessed that you guys are just even want to support dear old Jay as we go on these adventures, man. So I really love the Patreon group, you know, and like you know, after what listen, after what happened here, I'm glad to be a member of the Patreon. Whew. I'm glad you guys are liking that Rebel Radio that we do. I think that's really cool. You know, I think that's really cool. I enjoy doing those. Thank you for the 5. Much love to you. I really hope to meet all you guys with all these trips. After I get done with May, I think we're planning a lot of weekend visits. Kings Dominion, Kings Island, Hershey Park. I'm just doing it, man. We're just doing it. Flying out there. Gonna do a long weekend. We got Carowinds this month. Doing the theme park thing I always wanted to do. Silver Dollar City. Yeah. Trump just roasts the heck out of a reporter, just like casual. Did you just see this? It's pretty funny.
So what happened is we have a ballroom that's under budget. It's going up right here. I've doubled the size of it because we obviously need that. and we're right now on budget, under budget, and ahead of schedule. I doubled the size of it, you dumb person. You can double the size. You are not a smart person.
Bro. Oh, Silver Dollar City, really? Yes. You know what I love too, man, is like when I do these trips, like there's always some soul out there that's like, Jay, if you get a chance, buy everyone like a slice of pizza. You know, they you guys always come through and like show support to like other members that we're gonna meet. I love it. This community is unlike anything I've ever. It is unbelievable. So the reporter was asking, they're like, "Why did you double the budget?" And he goes, "I didn't double the budget. I doubled the size. We're under budget." And she's like, "Yeah, but you said you doubled the budget." He goes, "You're a dumb person. I doubled the size." That's Trump with a little, you know. I'm kind of just like scrolling out. Here's another I don't know, man. I like these little zingers, man. I like these little zingers. Yes, me too.
The only person that was slinging margaritas in El Salvador on the taxpayer dollar with a convicted gangbanging rapist was you.
You know,
the only person that ran up a $7,000 bar tab in Washington, D.C. at the lobby bar was you. So the only individual in this room that has been drinking on taxpayer dime during the day is you. The only person.
So they're going after Kash Patel, saying that he's an alcoholic. Kash Patel has come out and said, I'll take alcohol tests. No problem. You know? I'll take an alcohol test. Why don't you do it? And he said no. And then he goes, you know who racked up $7,000 at a bar on taxpayer dollars? Was you, Billy. This is the same guy that flew out to El Salvador to have a dinner and drinks with that convicted guy in El Salvador. I see nothing came of that. Guy's still in jail. Nothing came of that whatsoever. I will say this. I know Kash Patel isn't everyone's favorite person. You know? I feel like, and I could be wrong. You know how I am. I'm not the smartest shoe in the wood shop or whatever, however that saying goes. I feel since Pam Bondi's been gone, he's been doing a better job. I don't know what it is. We got that whole Minnesota fraud raid and all that stuff going down. I feel like that was since Pam, like I feel like Pam was the problem. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong on this, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm still on Team Cash. He's been he hasn't been doing great. I feel like it was Pam Bondi screwed all that up because he had to keep defending her and her stupid actions. You know, that's all. And I'm glad he's like, I love how he claps back and like, as soon as Billy here, this freaking old white guy, as soon as he got caught, of course he talks over him because he doesn't want people to hear that he's spending all that money on alcohol. What is this? Morning, Donna. Have you heard anything yet? What happened? What am I missing? You think he's currently free in the U.S.? Really? Did I miss that? Is he free? What's up, Cash? Should I get Mint or T-Mobile? Man. And you want to know the truth? Well, shout out Nandy. The court stopped his arrest and deportation. I got to be honest with you. I have the worst phone service in the history. So since I have Spectrum Internet, the worst internet provider ever, they gave me a deal. Like if I get Spectrum Mobile, it would be like $30 a month. And I'm like, okay, let's just do that. So I am the worst. I have the worst. Hopefully, usually I have figured something out though. I all my calls and stuff are through Wi-Fi. And I will say this, where I live and everywhere I go, there seems to be Wi-Fi that works. Like in the airport, they'll have free Wi-Fi. They'll have like this. So, when Spectrum lets me down, you know. Uh Sorry. Spectrum is terrible with their everything. I know, but it's cheap. You're absolutely correct, Jed. You're absolutely correct. So Suresh, the owner of 221B, I text him and I said, bro, I'm pushing the bag. It's sold out. And he responds with one word. These are businessmen for you. He responds with one word: hold. 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 We might get there, Kings. I'm just going up the line here. I'm going up the line with like clips today. Thoughts on this, everyone? I really want to hear the chat's thoughts on this. You get what you pay for, Jay. I'm broke, man. I'm poor. Come on, man. I'm a YouTuber. Support me on Patreon so I can get T-Mobile. But you're right. I get what I paid for. Mid-Iowa Gamer, man. I'm praying for you, brother. Just so you know. Praying for you, brother. We got a lot of people that are hurting in this community. We got a lot of people that are going through stuff. So if you're a prayer person, man, please we got to kick it up a notch. We got to kick it up a notch for our people. We got to kick it up a notch. Mid-Iowa Gamer says we use T-Mobile and it sucks. I hear AT&T is the best in my area, but I don't know. Seen the Rocket Lab price, Jay? Tell me, is it going up? Is it going up? Is it going up? All right, housing market's going to implode. Do you guys think this is real? Beyond mortgage rates are too high. I'm a renter. I don't know. I don't have a bite in this dog. I don't have a bark in this fight. Low rate homeowners frozen in place, inflation outpacing wages. The crash is coming. Do you think this is real?
Jeff Sika is with us now. Jeff, you're big in real estate. What do you make of these numbers, first of all?
Well, David, I think they're terrible. First off, I think we're in the seasonally strong time for selling
coming
homes,
into it, yeah.
But now this is proving that to the first-time home buyer, this is still a blood-soaked hellscape for them.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? If the housing market is to crash, and I really believe that something's happening in Florida, I feel like Florida has overbuilt homes. I live in a neighborhood right now I'm telling you, man. I live in a neighborhood right now that's only filled like 7%. 7%. And these homes that I have been living around have been empty the entire time I've been here. I've been here since November. There's like a whole row of homes with signs like for sale, like this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And it's like no one is, and I walk there, I walk through the neighborhood all the time. I have literally like no one next to me, no one next to me on the other side. Um, and I'm like, something's about to happen. I'm just talking about Florida, maybe Central Florida. I feel like after COVID, everybody started moving here, and people are like, "Let's go, let's go, let's go," brrr, and like they just build crazy amounts of houses. There is like, and they're still building in this community, and they're all empty, and they've been empty for months. And I'm like, what are they doing? You know, crazy. So I feel like something's about to pop here in Florida. I don't know about anywhere else. Like they're building too many homes. And then um does that mean like rent prices are going to go down if they can't fill these houses, right? Rent prices and all that stuff is all the home price, all that stuff's going to drop eventually, right? Crazy. That's because nobody wants to live in that area, Jay. You are so wrong, Jed. Everybody wants to live next to Disney World. This is one of the most highly sought after areas in the state of Florida. What are you talking about? It's not just I was reading like down Tampa area. You go a little south down Tampa, they got rows of houses that are empty. Rows all by the beach. They're too expensive. Thundaris says I want to live next to Jay. It's a party here at night, man. Walk outside, you see the fireworks. Jay took that personally. Yeah, I love my town. Are you kidding me? I love my town. You think there's squatters in those houses? Not in my area. Um Too much security. I don't know what you want to know? Yeah, see, St. Pete has a large area of housing too. There you go, Jed. Who thinks he knows everything about Florida? Um, the house vacation rentals are out of control in South Florida as well. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Dan wants to know what a squatter is. I the Florida, at least in Central Florida, is filled. All right, so how do I put that? You guys know exactly what you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So the worst part about Florida everywhere is homeowners association. Very hard to find a place in Florida without homeowners association. Right? Very hard. Now, my homeowners association, I don't know why we're talking about this, but is 180. Yeah, they are. I think it's 180 a month. There, I get what y'all saying. I cannot justify an HOA. My homeowners association covers lawn care, bug treatment on the outside, security, 3 gyms, and 2 swimming pool maintenance. That's what my when you rent, you're basically paying other person's mortgage insurance. Yeah, I agree. Of course. I have a townhouse. Yours is $400 a year. Mine's like close to 200 a month. But it covers like that's what I wanted. Like I wanted to live in a place where that covers all the lawn care because you got to cut the grass once a week here. They spray for bugs. And then there's 2 gyms with weights and all that stuff. There's 2 gyms with a swimming pool that if you live in the area, you get like a key fob, right? This ain't it, but I was just holding it. I don't know why I held this up. Whatever. And two gyms that are located in the community. They're big enough. They're never really crowded. And swimming pools. So community swimming pools. But people pay all that money so they can live in clean, clear, easy, safe neighborhood. It also covers police, like a special police service to keep squatters and like anybody that's, if you're walking in the middle of the night, even if you live in the area, you will get stopped. You will get stopped. How big is your place? Is 2.2. Ain't big. Townhouse. Yeah, so they like you like if I go take a walk like at 1 a.m. Jay lives at the Villages. No, I don't. My community is really small. What's my commute to Disney? 15 minutes. If everybody wants to live there, how come there's empty houses? I'm literally using lot. Well, if you listen, because it's too expensive. Do I live in Celebration? No, that's the dream. I would love to live in Celebration. I can't afford that. What could I get for 350, 400K, single, no kids, house, condo, townhouse? All the above. All the above. 3-2 houses are like 350, 4. It all depends. So it's like, oh my gosh, what a crazy conversation. So like, if you start at Disney World, right, in Central Florida, the houses that are closest to Disney are the most expensive. You're starting off with $9-10 million homes, right? And then you start to zoom out and you're in Windermere, Winter Garden, and all these then they're a little less. And you zoom out a little bit more, then they're a little less. You zoom out a little bit more. You go to Polk County, which is like an hour and a half away. Bro, you get a freaking massive house for like 400,000 with pools and a yard and everything else. So an hour with traffic. I don't live on the interstate, so I can take the back roads to Disney, so it's really quick. Really quick. Shout out Yellow Flash. Yes, city life isn't what you think here in Florida. Bruce is correct. Townhome better than a condo. My biggest fear about living in an apartment or a townhome is if the walls are soundproof, Dang, Spirian just like throwing mud in my face, dude. Jay's a New York Times bestselling author, travel the world, and big time YouTuber. None of those things. What are you talking about? Just don't squat in public. So, Dan, a squatter, I don't know what they do to them in Brazil. A squatter is a homeless person that lives in a property illegally, like an empty home. So if they build a home and it stays empty, a squatter lives there. And in some states, you can't kick the squatter out. In some states, you have to let them stay there for free. You know? Jose, for $1 on Rumble, for fun, I look at homes around Disney. I see those trailer homes near Disney. They're fairly cheap. What's the deal with that? Doesn't include the land also? I have no idea. There's a lot of old homes in Kissimmee and Orlando that's been there like when this Central Florida started booming, and they're old properties, those trailers and everything. Neighborhood might not be that great. If you have to work for a living, homes are expensive than Florida. If you're retired, you can find a nice place cheap. Old Man Hatfield for 5. Now Dan, understand. Now, if a homeless man sleeps, if you find a homeless man in your house, Dan, what do they do to them in Brazil? Dan thought it was about pooping. For sure. Clyde for 2 says, also a deer is like a big dog. Dan. Over on Rumble. Oh. Dan says in Brazil, that's everywhere.
Not a lot of inventory, that prices are extremely high and interest rates are too high. And then you have all the people who are in lower interest rate homes that would want to either trade up, trade down. They're frozen out because rates are so high, and they'd have to take their low interest rate to get a higher interest rate. So the point I'm trying to make is that nothing has changed. This $4 million homes number, because of what we've been through, does not show we've made any improvement in affordability, and there's nothing more important than affordability.
Got to increase that inventory. You mentioned energy prices. How do you think the spike in energy prices is going to affect travel this summer, which is so important, critical?
Well, David, I look at travel as being, that to me is the gauge of travel, and leisure are the gauge of how the consumer is doing. Because think about it. If you have all your necessities covered, you're going to travel and you're going to spend money on leisure. Now, if you look at travel and leisure, it's been relatively strong because we've had a lot of rebound from the pandemic. Now what we're beginning to see is oil prices not only affect fuel, but they also affect hotel prices. Hotel rates go up. You have food.
But the question is how far these prices will go. So far, we're getting CPI numbers out this week. I believe it's tomorrow. How far will it go? Will these oil prices go and bleeding into the rest of the economy? Obviously, travel is big on it, but will we see it affect the core inflation rate?
It is, because now
it hasn't been so far.
Not so far, but there's this lagging element of oil prices, because the longer oil prices stay elevated, you're going to see basic material prices start to elevate. I'm seeing it in my own business when we're involved with construction of any kind. You're seeing lumber, concrete, you're seeing a lot of steel. A lot of those prices are beginning to move up, some faster than others. And the longer this takes, the longer it takes for oil to come down, the more those basic material prices are going to stay high.
All right, Jeff Sika, good to see you.
Yeah. Ebb and flow, up and down. Nothing's for certain except for death and taxes, right? Some crazy stuff. Graham says, I love that they don't, where is it? I love that the economists never mention the wage gap versus cost of living. That's true. It's been declining since the 70s. Excellent point. Of course, Graham has an excellent point. Of course he is. Jay, how do we get rid of the Federal Reserve? Move out of the country. I don't know, man. That's all beyond me. I feel like, so again, do not listen to me. I'm probably got this all upwards and backwards. That's why I like renting. I like renting because I like being able to move when I get sick of the neighborhood. It's like I'm out of here. I'm going to the next one. Why does one remember states raise minimum wage to $15, $20 an hour? This raised all prices. Can't sell a rental. I don't need to sell it. Why buy a home when there's Bitcoin and gold? That's an inside joke, if you know. We were watching somebody say that. Why buy a home when there's Bitcoin? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
But what I'm most excited about is an announcement that we're going to make, that we're making now, which is that the Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Yes.
That's pretty crazy that
Every
Florida will
last
be
one
the
of them.
first state to get rid of all vaccine mandates.
Every last one of them. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Okay? Who am I as a government or anyone else, or who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body? Who am I to tell you what your child should put in your body? I don't have that right. Your body is a gift from God. What you put into your body is because of your relationship with your body and your God. I don't have that right. Government does not have that right. They want you to believe they have that right. And unfortunately, they've been successful. They've been successful.
I wonder how that's going to go, It makes me wonder. Just going down the list here till I get California 7-Eleven in the middle of nowhere sells for a record $12 million. There's money out there somewhere. Ask Typhoid Mary about vaccines. Old Man Hatfield for 2. Everybody's telling me to look stuff up. I can't do that live on the show. You know how much of a disaster it is? So you missed my Super J. Oh no, I can't do that. Wouldn't the Dems bring this up to hammer it? Oh, you mean the what are we talking about? The housing? Little Jim, tell me where I missed off. My bad. I didn't mean to miss your the Dems do anything that the Republicans do, the Dems will hammer. It doesn't matter. You see Marco Rubio like on Air Force One wearing the same jumpsuit as the freaking crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. The sky is falling. Yo, Dan. I was like, Dan sent some money. My face was like. Shout out, brother, for being a drama-free stream. The only drama is me trying to figure out how to turn on the live stream. And look at that, right behind you was a Bella Stella 20. What the heck? Out of nowhere. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Clad for 2 over on Rumble says Dan will never financially recover from this. Yo, I also got a Rumble wallet. I don't know how it works. I know like one person or 2 people sent me a tip like a month ago. It's still sitting in there. But I don't do them Rumble wallet ads. I don't know why. They didn't ask me to. Jay will notice me now. Bro, you say that every time, man. Rumble wallet rocks. Send me a tip, Yellow Flash. You got a lot of money. Oh. Look at this guy is in my stream telling people to download Rumble Wallet and use my link. What the heck, bro? This guy's coming in my stream to make money? Yo, man, that's some quartering stuff right there, bro. I'm just being real. That's some quartering stuff right there, man. You should know better. You should know better. You should know better. Oh man. Hail Yellow Flash. That's my brother. I love that guy. Look at this. Flash, I'll donate to you only on Saturday. Dang, Heavy D don't even donate over here. Oh. Please subscribe to Super Vast 3D. Hey, Dan, I don't know where Brazil is on this map. All right. I think it's the big area, but it looks like you might have some neighbors. Okay.
And we, just so you understand, the people of Venezuela, they say if I ran for president of Venezuela, I'm polling higher than anybody has ever polled in Venezuela. So after I'm finished with this, I can go to Venezuela. I will quickly learn Spanish. It won't take too long. I'm good at language. And I will go to Venezuela. I'm going to run for president. But we're very happy with the president-elect that we have right now, the people that are running it. If you remember Bush with Iraq, and we, just so you understand.
Donald Trump posted Venezuela as the 51st state. Whee. Graham said, I would love it if they made Venezuela the 51st state before Puerto Rico. Yo, man. Do you think there's even the slightest possibility? The slightest possibility? The slightest that Venezuela could be. Holy crap. Bella Stella. Oh. I'm getting text messages about the bag. Um, Dan says do Brazil instead. Bella Stella coming in here like it's nothing, dropping $100, heading out for the day. Y'all take care and be safe. Safe travels, Jay, and do take care of yourself. Shout out to you, Bella. I will be live here tomorrow, but that'll be it. That'll be it. Maybe all the way until Tuesday. Man, could it be next year? If we get this Iran thing like if we get this Iran thing done, man, I'll be heading over. I really want to go to the UAE. Much love to you. Thank you for the $100 donation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. I see Wicked Virtue over on Kick. Lobster time. Jet says we're gonna have a 51st date within the next 5-20 years. I agree with you. I think something will happen. I was just kidding, Heavy D. He said, yes, I do. I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Bella Stella, be safe over there. And hail Wicked Virtue on Kick side. Redfield says, man, I was hoping to get the bag. I'll wait. No, man. He just said hold. Wicked, you want to see some stuff? You want to see something crazy, Wicked? Look at this. If she's still here. You people are insane. How y'all sell out my bag? I text the owner of 221B and he's like, I was like, bro, the bags are sold out. What the freak, man? I'm promoting it. And he just responds, hold. Which means I was like, what the heck? I'll be traveling Thursday, so I will have a show tomorrow morning. We'll do one more. Maybe like the chill hangout stream. I was like, buddy, you're making me look bad here. I didn't even know, man. I didn't even know. Another huge shout out for Florida. 221B. It's a pop culture reference. Does anybody know? Anybody know what 221B means in the 221B tactical? Make sure people know that Wicked does not come with the bag. Oh, no. I'm not saying anything. Christian Rock. Yes, Sherlock Holmes reference. Sherlock Holmes reference. You guys got it, man. You guys freaking got it. Clyde says, when I become famous, I hope I can sell bags. Man, no one has to buy a bag here. I just like sharing like the products that I use. Florida has become a leader in protecting animals and holding accountability to those that harm them. Let me just say this. If you like pets and animals, watching The Punisher might not be for you. Holy crap, that first 5 minutes. We are going to be doing a spoiler stream about The Punisher show for about an hour tonight. So today we build on that record with a new legislation to strengthen penalties for animal abuse and improve customer protection for pet owners. Protecting Florida's pets. Florida again, man. Leading the way. Leading the way. Leading the way. Requiring pet dealers to disclose financial terms, allowing consumers to terminate financial agreements without penalty if the animal is later found unfit for purchase due to illness or disease. That's wow. Create new felony offenses for adults involve minors. in animal cruelty, animal fighting, sexual abuse involving animals. Ugh. Man, you should just write on there, we will lock you up and in a dungeon where no one will ever see you again. Ever. Jose for $1 says, get well soon, Cole Hauser. He's a little under the weather. Yeah, I know. I'll talk to him. I'll text him later today as well. I wonder if this protects furries. We'll not tolerate those who abuse and exploit innocent animals, and we will defend the rights of the responsible pet owners. I like it. I like it. Yo, and it's the top of the hour. Shout out to the amazing, wonderful lurkers that are here. Thank you for being a lurker of this crazy show that really has no point. I don't know. We got 25 on Kick. Man, remember the days when it was just Nerd Slap? No lurker emoji on Kick, do we? I'll try to figure that. I just forget because I'm not very bright. Nerd Slap's like, I got friends here now. There's no one better than Spider Unlimited, you know? There's no one better. No Republican has ever spoke to me about Cuba, which is a failed country and only heading in one direction, down. Cuba is asking for help, and we are going to talk. Ooh. In the meantime, I'm off to China. President Trump. Graham's like, I beg to differ. Oh, man. Are we going to get involved in Cuba now? I got to tell you, if you've never had a Cuban sandwich or Cuban coffee, a legit one, you're missing out on life. I'm telling you. Nothing like it. When I lived down in Miami for all those years, I went to a little Havana. Because, I speak a little poquito. In the afternoon, you get a cerveza. In the morning, you get coffee con leche. Cuban coffee comes in like a little thumbnail, right? It's little, right? Little thumbnail. Woo! Take a little sip of that, bro, and let me tell you, you are rocket. Yeah, I mean, it is a rocket. Some people take that Cuban coffee and they mix it like an espresso shot or something, Cuban sandwiches, man, when they make it right, they put all that stuff on there on that Cuban bread, and then they press it to make it thin and that bread crunchy. Oh, my Lord. Help me. There's nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. Dan likes Geppetto. What kind of food is that? Jay, have you tried Publix Cuban sandwiches? I have. Not bad. Not bad. Not terrible. But buddy, when they get that hot press and they press that thing nice and thin with all that ham and cheese, oh man. I thought beiju means I love you. I've been telling every Brazilian man beiju. Beiju. Like I thought it was a sign of like love and respect. Am I saying it wrong? Beiju. Isn't that what you taught me? Have you ever considered uploading the show to Spotify with video? I don't think anybody would watch it, Nerd Slap, to be honest with you. Beiju means kiss. You're asking men to kiss. What? Let's move on. I'm about to wreck some fake preachers in a moment too, so get ready for that. People be lying to me, man. They never ask someone that speaks another language, "Hey, how do you say this?" Because, they're going to mess you up. What does it mean to be rich in the United States? Net worth breakdown. I don't know if this is right. You are the top 100 in the United States if you have $13.7 million. Top 1%? I thought it'd be a lot higher. You're in the top 50% of America if your net worth is 193,000. Doesn't your home count as your net worth? Beastman Productions. I would never do that to you, Jay. Now you know why Jay's so popular with the fellas. I don't know if this is. You think that's correct? Because most people that have a home that's worth like 400,000, that means they're in the top 50%. Now we know why gay Brazilian men love you. Just saying, old man Hatfield. The equity in your house counts. Okay. Equity. I feel like this is low, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I love when I turn into the stream and it's dead air. I always think it's me, but it's really just Jay. And I'm trying here, man. Kyle says, I don't think these numbers are accurate. Yeah, I don't think so either. Home, what's up? What's up, Angelus Draven? How are you, brother? Mm, mm, mm. Now we know why Jay's so popular in Key West. Yeah. Bro, February, March. February, March, the Brazilians flood freaking Disney. I mean, they flood Disney. It's nothing but like big booty women all in Disney. And they walk around with like little flags. Like there's a leader of the group and they have like this little flag. And they walk around and all you see is all these women just like, and you're just like, good Lord. I think I called Dan one time. Oh, it's carnival season. February, March, man. Flood, man. Okay, let's see what we got here. I need a ticket and a flag. So like everyone's wearing the same shirt. They're like Brazilian, wherever they're from, right? And they got one person's got like this little stick with like a little blue flag, and everybody, like the whole group of like 20 people, follow the flags. And all of us Americans just sit there and we just like watch them walk by. Oh. All right, let's rip this guy apart. I can tell by looking at him. This ain't gonna go well. This ain't gonna go well.
And today we hear Jesus' famous line, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
That is correct.
This is a verse we often read at funerals. And if you hear it at a funeral here at St. Michael's, you will notice that I stop it right there, halfway through. I am the way, the truth, and the life is enough at a funeral. The next line carries too much cultural religious baggage.
The next line in the Bible brings too much baggage.
No one comes to the Father except through me. If you include those words at a funeral, you have opened the proverbial bag of cats. So I very intentionally leave those out of our bulletins. But today we hear the verse in its fuller context.
If you go to any church, and they say, I purposely leave out these verses because, I purposely leave out these verses. You don't need to make a scene. Just keep it moving, man. Just giddy on up. Get on out of here. There is parts of the Bible that are meant to make you uncomfortable on purpose. Just keep it moving.
And what Jesus says before and after this line should make Christians think twice about what we think he means here. The problem, of course, is the same problem behind my anxious question to my rabbi friend. Christians for generations have heard no one comes to the Father except through me as an exclusive claim.
That's exactly what it is. It is exclusive. It is exclusive. That's the whole point of go out and make disciples of all men. Go take the good news, which is what gospel means, and tell people about the good news. Let people know that you can be saved from your sins, that you can be healed. Let them know. Walk the narrow road. All that stuff. It's all there, buddy. That's why we call ourselves Christians, because that's what we believe. Yeah.
Jesus is the only way to heaven. Christianity is the right answer in the game show of life.
Christianity is the right answer in the game show of life? Bro, what ChatGPT sermon did you write? The game show of life? You can take the $500 or you could choose behind number one. Either way, you're going home with something.
And the church took that idea and ran with it. St. Augustine gave us
because that's what's in the Bible.
Original sin. St. Anselm gave us satisfaction atonement theories. St. Cyprian tells us that outside the church there is no salvation. Combine those three dudes' ideas, none of which comes clearly from Jesus himself, and you get the mess of modern Christian theology. But when Christians believe we have a monopoly on the truth, when we believe we have the keys to the kingdom, we can behave abominably.
That's rich. That's really rich, man. Talking about behaving abominably. Bro, man. If Jesus was not the only way, then his sacrifice means absolutely nothing. There was no reason for him to sacrifice himself for the sins of the world. There is no reason whatsoever for any of that. If there was multiple ways, however it is, there was no reason for Jesus even to come down here. He could have just sent a lightning bolt to write out a few things. Hey, do your best, and that'd be the end of it. That's all. That's it. Lordy. When you narrow things down to a person of Christ, all the world can be saved. When you narrow things down to the person of Christ, all the world can be saved. Plus, man, you got a lisp, bro. I think there's something in the back of the Bible where it says if you have a bad lisp and you're probably gay, you probably shouldn't be on a sermon preaching or wearing a father's whatever that thing is. I'm not Catholic, so I don't really know. But man, how do these people walk outside in the storm at night, man? Like how? how do you do this? I will say this though. It is becoming a trend. I believe all these fake pastors come together and say, we got to push this ideology. This happened the same week.
But Jesus does say, after I am the way, the truth, and the life.
It's the same sermon at a different church in a different area. Tell me that isn't coordinated.
He says, no one comes to the Father except through me. Now that does sound in our English translation like an exclusivity claim that only people who follow Jesus are going to God. It sounds like that in our translation. And it's been used that way. So it's going to take a little bit of work to think through this.
Basically, I'm going to brainwash you into not believing the truth that's in the Word of God. So just bear with me as I get the stuff going so you can be brainwashed.
Now, Jesus does kind of lose his cool later as things approach the time.
Jesus loses his cool later. Holy crap, man. Wow.
Because Jesus was fully human, but in this moment, he's preparing the disciples who are in crisis to say, I'm going to go away, but there's a purpose to me going away, and I'm going to prepare a place for you in heaven. He's not giving a systematic theological doctrine about all the possible ways to God.
Listen, I ain't no preacher. He's not giving. The entire book is about him saying, no one comes to the Father except through me. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I mean, you can go on and on and on of the different ways that he manifested himself. There's no point in this. There's no point in the suffering on the cross if what you're saying is true. There's no point.
Right?
No, it's not right. You're wrong.
And so I do not read this statement of Jesus as being a statement about other people.
What the freak is this? Is that some kind of witch? So you want to hear something crazy? I was reading about these churches, right? This is the sad thing. Sad thing, but good thing. Okay. I was reading about these churches. And what has happened is these old churches that have been around for a long time, the congregation gets old. They don't really impact the community that they once had. They're not like offering something valuable to the congregation that grows. It was basically like an older pastor was there. He had a generation with him. He kind of grew them up, and then he left, and the church building itself just began to fall apart, stuff like that. And so what happens is these people from the United Methodist Association or whatever it's called that preach this way, they jump into these churches with the financial backing to take them over and put whoever they want in charge. They come in there and they're like, well, you guys can't afford the church anymore, so we're going to take over. A lot of this stuff is government funding, and it needs to be investigated. And I'm being for real. Nick Shirley needs to be on the case. And they take over and they tell the congregation, it's like, well, you can stay if you want. Now, some of those people stay because that building is all that they've ever known their whole life. And most humans are a creature of habit and routine. And so they're older now, and this has been a tradition of them since they were 6 years old to go to this building and every Sunday, and I'm doing the right thing and everything like that. And they just they quietly take these things over. It's insane. It's insane. See, I knew a Methodist church in town left the United Methodist organization over this. Yeah. What I think is cool is what happens is that we are seeing an explosion of what they call house churches, which I freaking think is awesome. And house churches are a group of people getting together and reading the Bible together and praying together and making sure everybody's doing okay. Very basic, very simple, very emotional squatters. I have two in my neighborhood, actually. I haven't been to either one. And one of them actually meets in the elementary school that's over here. So, and that's what the explosion is happening. They don't need no fancy lights. They don't need no fancy whatever. They don't need no smoke machines. They just come together, and I think that's becoming more appealing to people that are searching. I know people watch the show that are not Christians or anything like that. I'm not throwing y'all under the bus or anything like that. I never want to be that person. Everybody's got their own journey to walk on. Hey, man, I don't even know where I'm at on this journey. I know one thing that's true, that this is
of other faiths
disgusting.
Not getting to God because they don't say the word Jesus. Why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I know that you all living in this incredibly diverse Prince George's County have
Prince George's County. She's in Virginia.
Friends and loved ones and co-workers and neighbors who are Jewish, who are Muslim, who are Hindu, who don't go to church at all, people of many faiths and no faiths, and you all tell me in conversation that you know that they have their own relationship with God that is just as valid as any other relationship.
I don't think I need a show anymore. You want to know what came out of that woman's mouth? This right here. This is what came out of that woman's mouth. Dan, this is for you. This is for you, Dan. That's what came out of that woman's mouth. Oh. I played it earlier today. I was like, I wish Dan was going to hear this, and here you are. Oh, Lord. Everyone that didn't hear it at the first run are now like laughing in the second round. Oh, man. You know what I love about this community? What I love about all you guys is on June 5th, a Christian, an atheist, and a witch is all going to watch He-Man on June 5th. I see you, Donna. Donna got her I Have the Power shirt. She's coming out to City Walk on June 5th with Spirian and Chris Karan and a few others. We're all going to watch He-Man Friday. I'm going to have to post something in the Patreon. I can't wait. I can't wait to be with my people. And I'm going to convert everyone that comes. Just so you know, get ready, Bruce, Donna, all you heathens. Get ready. All right. I'm going to convert all of you guys. And then once you guys are converted, we're going to go and I'm going to charge you. I didn't know, bro. I'm just busting your chops, brother. I'm just busting your chops, man. I'm going to charge you, Bruce and Donna, a $250 baptism fee. Okay. Going to charge you a baptism fee. I'm sure they'll let us use the water there, right there at City Walk. We'll just get in and we'll charge you a baptism fee. So make sure you bring your $250. Oh, man. I'm going to be honest with you. It must be really tough in New York these days that they charge $250 to get baptized. My heart goes out to the church. The fact that you got to charge people $250, New York must be having a moment, okay? New York must be having some really tough times when the church has to be like, look, you got to get baptized if you want to get saved here. So you got to pay the fee, man. Like, it's rough in these New York streets. All right. It's rough. It's rough out there. That's right. Them blessings ain't cheap. Okay. Look, we got Mondani and all this stuff out here. We need help, man. So if you want to get baptized here, all right. I mean, let's go, man. We got to get this thing done. I want to be on record and say I'm not criticizing this church for charge. I think this is here. I think what this is, I've got to do. Maybe I should. I don't know. You could just go out to the beach and get baptized. Like I don't think you need a special pool of water. But don't ask me. Ask somebody else. I feel bad for this church. They're in New York, man. You gotta You got to do what you got to do, man, to get things by. It costs a lot of money to fill that baptism pool up, okay? I respect it. And then you got to get in your baptism clothes, you know, and like maybe you get like a complimentary Bible to take home. You know? You know? I know I'm making a Lady Andy, I'm making a joke, making a joke, making a joke. I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke. If you can't I'll take Dan to get baptized at a nude beach. Man, I was baptized on the beach, brother. With the waves coming in, it was beautiful. I got baptized at a beach. Well, some will believe it. Come on, Lady Aaron D. I'm gonna take Dan to a nude beach. We're gonna strip naked. I'm gonna baptize him. Let's just hope the water ain't cold. That's all I'm saying. We can't have no cold water when we do that. Lady Aaron D's been mean to me, man. I sent her a package and everything. No other streamer has done that but me, and yet she's been mean to me today. I'm not Orthodox, so I can make fun of it. I don't know what I am, honestly. I don't even know. I don't even know. Sprinkle method is cheaper. Man, I wanted to be dunked, man. Like, that's what I wanted. I want to be freaking dunked. The beach was a great baptism. I like that. It was great. I didn't pay anything either. Maybe that's why my life is so. Have you seen the comment section? People are losing their mind. All right. Yes, I have. And all I got to say is, Lady Aaron D, you should know well enough that it's Twitter. It's Twitter. And anything you post on Twitter, ask Dan Vask. Anything you post on Twitter, people will be very angry with, okay? My man Dan Vask can't even post a picture of him standing next to a television without people freaking out. So anytime I see stuff like this, you know, and I'm like, the comments section, it's freaking Twitter, you know? It's like, that's what Twitter's for. I love you, Lady Aaron D. I love you. Look at this guy right here. Look at Andrew. The voice of God can be heard more profoundly by the individuals that listen to their instincts. Believe your eyes and listen to your instincts, for truth will always float in time. Much love to you, brother. You always over here supporting, man. Always over here supporting. Nothing but love for you, man. Jay, you're a little wacky, said Mid Iowa Gamer. Man, it's yeah. I don't know, man. I've seen things, right? I gotta laugh. I think God gave us a sense of humor. I don't think he minds that I could laugh at stuff like that. I don't think he's like, you need to take this stuff seriously. It's like, I do take it seriously, but I could also laugh at some silliness, right? I think it's good to laugh. I think we live in a time where people are afraid to laugh, you know? And laughter is a gift from God. He's like, don't worry, I'm a little wacky too. And that's why we're all here together. 400 plus people here this morning. Let's get to 1,000, right? Andrew, man, thank you for being a soldier over here. Here I come with my measly $5, but I have a good morning smooches for my J-Bear. Measly? Not measly. Much love back to you, Laura. I might get your bag from my brother, says Captain. Is it back up? Nope. Still sold out. I'm going to tell him, man, I want credit. Safe travels, Jay. Go Gina. I'll be live here tomorrow. Probably just a hangout stream. You know? But thank you. We got that one. Don't dump that mess on us witches, Jay. But that's my popcorn bucket money, Jay. Man, look, the righteous gemstones. It's all about this. That's right. Biggles for 5 gifted memberships. Shout out Biggles, man. Paying for absolution is the standard for Catholic and Orthodox. I think a lot of Orthodox will disagree with you. You're gonna do daily tomorrow, Jay? I am. I thought I was leaving at 7 in the morning. After Ryan was like, "What do you mean you're not going to be here for daily?" I was like, "We're leaving at 7 in the morning, Billy. What's wrong with you?" And then I looked and I was like, "Actually, 7 p.m. I was wrong." So how crazy would that have been if I had went to, you know, the airport at 5 in the morning for nothing? Right? Sad day, man. Revenge of the Nerds star Ogre passed away at the age of 71. He was also in that Van Damme movie, Bloodsport. Shout out, brother. You will be missed, man. You were great in those 80s movies, man. You were great in them 80s movies. Bloodsport and Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds was the first time I saw. I think it was that movie. I think it was that. I think that was the movie. I was like, why? Hello. Why, hello. Airplane was the first time you saw boobies? Yeah. Ah, memories. Look at this freaking Chad right here. Look at this guy. President Trump is greeted by a formal state welcome and massive fanfare in Beijing ahead of his meeting. Look at this. I thought they hated us. Look at this. Look at this Chad right here. Waving the American flag. More people waving the American flag than in our own country. And then Chinese people stood out there for like hours on end just to do this one little thing. You got the guards out here. Are they saying hail? I sounded like they were talking about an Australian painter. Can't not hear it now. There's his son. There, look at, you can see Elon Musk in the back. You can see Elon Musk back there. Like, I want to see some of this. Bro, what a crazy. You guys hear what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't have said that. It just, bro, Elon looks so funny because he's got that stare and his hair's all jacked up. He's just like staring like, what, bro? I read a little bit of the Bible every day. I'm happy I don't need to be in a church to pray. God bless us all. You're absolutely correct, Miss Brenda. You're absolutely correct. Thank you for the $20. Are we going to see the stock market go up? Man, you know what's crazy is you know who's there with, like, I don't know if I have this marked, but it appears like let me see if I have this marked. All these people, let me see if I have this. All these people are going to China. Like Nvidia, all the tech people, all the tech CEOs are all there under one roof. Oh man, I thought I had a list. I thought I had a list of everybody. Like Google, like all of them are there. All of them are there. Yeah, there's some. I realized something terrifying. A massive chunk of America's future investment, pension, retirement funds, AI infrastructure, tech growth, banking, power, and marketing leadership is literally flying on one plane right now. Yeah, Thunderi. I know, right? Yes, BlackRock is there too. Oh man. I know they go there all the time. I'm saying like they're all there with the presidents. Crazy. Crazy. Either a few things are going to happen. The stock market, if you're investing into like semiconductors or AI, the stock market, not financial advice at all. At all. It could skyrocket or it could go complete reversal. I wish I had a list of everyone. Um, mm, wish I had a list of everyone. Have you seen all 4 Revenge of the Nerds movies? I only saw the first 2. Here, I got it. Here we go. I only saw the first 2. I didn't even know there was a 3 or 4. Did Jay miss my super chat? What? I might have. I'm so sorry. Safe travels, Jay. Have fun on behalf of all of us. Shout out to you, Ellen Dragonfly. Hopefully, I'll see you in Toronto this year again. Toronto. I plan on taking the train from Orlando to Toronto with Cole Hauser. And we're going to make a stop in New York again to Times Square for a night. That should be fun. Jay's hot stock tips. Buy. No. Look at this. This is absolutely insane. President Trump is currently flying to China with all the following people to request deals with Chinese president. Tesla and SpaceX, Nvidia, Apple, BlackRock, Blackstone, Boeing. What is Cargill? Citigroup, General Electric, Goldman Sachs, Micron. What? Qualcomm? Did I say that right? Trump also says there's many other CEOs joining him on the trip who have not yet been disclosed. Never in history has such a trip, even remotely near the scale and caliber, have occurred. The Trump-China meeting is far bigger than most realize. What is Cargill? What is that? I don't know how to pronounce these names. Agriculture? You think this is about lithium? Imagine all the insurance coverage on that plane. Oh, that is quite a meeting, man. That is insane, bro. That is insane. Thank you, Jed. Farm and agriculture. All right. If you guys were a stock person, which stock would you think, who would benefit the most from this meeting with China? If China signs a deal with Tesla, it would have to be, in my opinion, I think they would have to build the cars in China and China would drive them. Not Boeing. Yeah, I don't know if Boeing, yeah, I agree. I don't think Boeing, unless you're just trolling me like you normally do. BlackRock. Semiconductors related companies. Which one is the semiconductors related companies? Nvidia? Maybe Apple? Citigroup is banking. General Electric is consumer products, right? Goldman Sachs is banking. What's Micron? What is Micron? Tesla already has factories in China for their batteries. Oh, Micron is semiconductors. Ooh, then that could be the one. This is insane. This is insane. What's the stock lettering for Micron? Just curious. Just curious. Is it MU? Bro, if Trump walks out of here with all these people making a fortune with China, if Trump is like, look, China, listen to me. Is it MU? Is it MU? Because MU is freaking soaring right now. If Trump walks out of here with like, look at all these people. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. How do we get this done? Cut loose everybody else. Look at me. Look at me. Pooh. I'm the captain now. You want some Venezuela oil? I got your back. Make a deal with two of these people. All right. Yeah. You need some more oil? You need oil from Iran? Yeah, I'm your guy. I'm clogging up the works there. What do you want? I'm the guy. Pretty soon I'm going to level anyone in Iran. Level them. Anyone that says I don't want to make a deal, they're all gone. Ping. All right. Let's make a deal here. What do we got? Nerd slap is correct. Stuff is going down, man. The oil is leveraged 100%. It is. Are they all going to get on a plane and then head to Moscow to get the Ukraine deal done? Bro, what the freak, man? Could you imagine? Guys, we got like $8 billion being invested into China, from China. We're going to open up more chip making stuff. Jobs are going to be out of control. We just ended the war in Ukraine. China made a deal with Russia. I got a deal with Russia. We're all good. Everybody's making money. Iran and Venezuela. I believe it. We got all the oil. Next is island of Greenland. We're going to make the rounds. Going to go to China, going to go to Russia. We're going to get the island of Greenland. That's all done. We're going to make deals. We're going to make chips. There's going to be Teslas everywhere. We're all going to make a lot of money. The war's over. We're going to level out Iran. No one will live there. Right? And once we get home, I'm going to have Russia's backing and China's backing. We're going to take over Cuba. That's it. Have Cuban sandwiches and Cuban coffee for everyone. God, could you imagine? Holy crap. If he pulled that stuff off. Checking in on Rumble, says Uncle Mike. Rumble's still kicking, baby. I do need to do a Rumble Kick exclusive when I do the Nick Shirley thing of Cuba. And Cuban cigars. While the rest of us pubes down here that are like just struggling to pay for a Big Mac, you know, it's like, what are we going to get out of it, huh? Do you think Biden could have ever pulled a meeting like this? No. You know what Biden and Obama did? You know what Biden and Obama did? They gave Iran millions of our tax dollars. Oh, plubes. What did I say? Pubes? Oh, man, don't listen to me. They gave them millions of, they like, hey, Iran, could you just, like, leave us alone? Here's, like, tons of cash. Russia, we don't want to bother you. We're just going to talk big on TV, but here's tons of cash just to kind of leave us alone. Does that work? Crazy. And all of us pubes, man, like we're just like stuck. What if he gets a big enough deal? Listen, man, I'm excited for nothing because I know it might not affect us at all, but it might. I don't know. What if he gets a big enough deal where he's like, China, pay down our debt? All right. You want some oil? I give you some oil. Just pay down our debt. Okay. Can you just pay down our debt? Just 50%. Knock it off. Just knock it off. All right. Let's just pay down our debt. Yeah. We got you. Plebes. Plebs. They got us by the short hairs. I don't know. That is I'm just saying that is a heck of a meeting. I think China is the only. Is China? Help me out, chat. Is China the only country that could match us financially? Are they one of the few countries out there that could match us? Not maybe like Kuwait or someone else as far as like money. But you did see like no, it's not. Okay. That's why I asked. No one can match us. Oh, I got it. Because I saw that the UAE and other countries over there, they ruled out, they passed some law where they're allowed to pump as much oil as humanly possible now. Before there was a cap. And I think Iran had something to do with that, but now it's like, screw them. We're gonna like America's taking over all the oil places. If we got Iran and Venezuela, it's like ready to go here. I would like to see what that meeting's all about, though. We've got footage of the meetings taking place over there in China. Here we go.
这个夜市真热闹，大家一起吃得很开心。It's great, the best night market. The food is amazing. Cheers to that.
Oh, man. Man, I don't know what I'm thinking. You're talking to like Joe Nobody, which is me. All right, hold on. I got to address this. I know I'm running a little late. Hold on. I got to address this. We were talking about church. All right, this is serious. Life Church Albany decorated their lobby for Transformers themed sermon. Okay. Okay. I don't want to see any criticism on that. Now we're thinking outside the box for the gospel. Optimus Prime, Megatron, good versus evil. What are we doing here? We got greeters dressed as Bumblebee and Prime. I got to go to this church. Where the freak is this? I need to fly there today. What are we doing? I need to see this sermon. I got to see it. I got to freaking see this sermon. I need to see this sermon. I need to send this sermon to Kohlhauser. Then he'll come to the Lord. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Now that I think about it, where's the Starscream at? If they do Starscream dirty, we gotta, you know, Albany, New York, right near the airport. I gotta find the website. I gotta see if they post this online. Is it maybe this is just for maybe it's just for a kids' church. You better not be talking bad about Transformers. I'm really hoping someone comes out and clarifies that this was a VBS or something. If this is an actual sermon, then I don't know. I don't know what is going on. Can someone who attends Life Church please explain their church to me? Man, I have a good friend that works there at LC Albany. Really? One shall stand, one shall fall. That should be a verse somewhere. I gotta bookmark this because I want to look that up later. I want to see. Listen. I remember when it was VBS week, the sermon was also geared about what was happening during VBS. You know, that's all I'm saying. They would do that. We did like VBS. I volunteered for VBS. You know. You know, I'm just saying. Jay wants to go preach about the Allspark. The Holy Spirit. The Allspark. I used to love VBS. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. VBS was kind of cool, depending on the theming, you know. It was kind of cool. Let's see. I think that's it for today, folks. I think that's it for today. We'll be live tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow, and then I'm flying out that night with Jeremy, of all people. So I should record him like suffering on the airplane. I still have a feeling. I have a feeling that we're gonna get to the airport. You know, and he's gonna back out. I have a feeling. We'll see. We'll see. Tonight around 7 o'clock, we're gonna go over the Punisher. Shout out to Philip Chan, who sent me a link so I could watch it. And I hope I got the right I hope I got the right film. And yeah, that'll be tomorrow. And then that'll be tonight. I don't know if I'm gaming tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I really need to play some Fortnite and some other stuff. I really, really, really miss doing that. So anyway, God bless you guys. Be the reason someone smiles today. Take 5 minutes and read your Bible. And we will have special video that I will be recording if I get in the Gina fight, just for Patreon members only. And we're going to be, I don't know, I'll probably be doing a vlog, and I will be posting in the free part of Patreon. You don't have to worry about it. Like, just a reminder of all the meetups that are coming, because it's like one right after another. And if you can make them, and then maybe we'll vote on where I go next, whether it's Kings Dominion, Hershey Park, Silver Dollar City, Kings Island. We'll put all that stuff together, because I'm ready to do this, man. I'm just ready to like fly out on a Thursday, go to the park, you know, and fly home on a Sunday. You know, one of those things. So I make someone smile. Hi, Jay. I'm smiling now. God bless you guys. Thank you for the love and support. Couldn't be here without you. Chat is always MVP.